Conquer the Gauntlet Pro Team member, Evan Paris here. Today for Technique Tuesday, we're going to be covering the Z-beam. Since we're no longer in race season, I'm going to be showing you some tips that you can use for when you're off-season training, and that way, once race season picks up again in March, you can come back ready to conquer the gauntlet. So like I said, today we're going to be covering the Z-beam. Z-beam is that obstacle that's basically 3 balance beams connected in the shape of a Z. Fairly long. First time they debuted it in early 2016, there's a very high failure rate. I myself got stuck at it for like 15 minutes, ended up costing me the race, and ever since then, I built my own, been practicing, haven't had a problem on it since for the rest of the 2016 season. So what I did here was basically took 2x4s. I think they were about 10 feet in length, basically the largest one I could fit in my car, and I nailed them together in the shape of a C. This allows me to practice walking down across the far side of the C and then back down. I turn around and I continue doing reps as often as I can. I also have a thinner version. You see it's a 1x4. I think again about 10 feet long. That's nailed together in the shape of a rectangle. When you're doing your obstacle course training, you want 3 things to be part of your program. They need to be specific, it needs to be progressive, and it needs to be enjoyable. Since this is obstacle course racing, I assume you enjoy doing obstacles, so check that one off. The other one is specific. So I'm practicing balance on boards, very similar to race conditions. That covers the specificity. And then progressive. So people will stagnate in their training because they end up doing the same thing over and over again. And you need to make it harder as you get better. So that's why I have the C, which allows you to practice turning around, a harder balance move. And then I also have the thinner balance beam. So as my balance gets better, I can try it on the thinner balance beam. So I'm going to show you a couple of repetitions, and that'll be it. So just like with the Z-beam, I keep my toes pointed in the direction of movement. I think it creates a more stable platform, and I keep my arms out to hold my balance. As I get to these corners, you can rest for a second. Make sure you have it. So that's the big C. And then here's the smaller rectangle one with a very thin board. That's it for Technique Tuesday. Make sure you sign up for the virtual race being held this January 2017. And I'll see you at the first event in March 2017.